Assalamualaikum, Tachahau, Yepadi Rukinya Vanakam. My name is Anwar Azmi bin Jiwari.
Hello, I am Muhammad Hakim.
Hello, my name is Mohamad Shahrim.
Hello, hi. My name is Mohamad Danial Hillman.
Hi, my name is Rexy anak.
The Local Government Act consists of 16 parts and 166 sections. Its main purpose is to revise and consolidate the laws relating to local governments. Section 10 to Section 13 of the Local Government Act 1971 arguably indicates the things that help in making local governments to function efficiently and effectively. Hence, under Section 10, Part 1 of the Act, it stated that the local authority shall consist of the mayor or president and not less than 8 and not more than 24 other councillors, which both are to be appointed by the state authority. So, why are councillors so important? What do they do?
First, main provision is the policy and decision making. Councillors are entrusted with making sure that the council has a clear direction, accountability, and proper working procedures in place to fulfill its goals. Decision making in local government focuses on the strategic levels of choice associated with the terms planning and policy making, and has an impact on the future both physical and social betterment of the community. The councillors have a role in determining the council's policies and procedures, given that council members may only alter laws and regulations. Politics and administration should be completely separated in this situation. This relates to the Act 171, Section 10, Bracket 7. In any case, if the mayor or president is not able to reach an agreement or with other councillors on the issue of the local authority's function, he shall submit the matter to the Chief Minister of the state. It can be summed up that most councillors acknowledge that their conduct shall not be conflicting and opposed to the policies agreed upon by the state. At the same time, they are responsible for developing to decide the direction of the local council, which must be consistent with state policy and satisfy the people's wants and needs. Next, the administration of the councils. The local government plays multiple roles in administrating the local community. The local government has the part or is given the power to implement law and regulation which in the form of bylaws, collect taxes, and provide licenses for any business operating in these territorial boundaries. To ensure that the government can manage the citizens smoothly, councillors must always monitor the running and administration of the councils, such as staff appointments, approval of budgets connected to the government and the state, and approval of any state project. As stated in Act 171, Section 13 encourages local authorities to work together as a local government, typically have a diverse range of councils that operate on various levels and in different industries but share a common goal. As a result, in order to accomplish these goals, these councils must work together to achieve their targets.
For direction and leadership, the public looks to the elected officials. At council meetings, councillors can do this by giving ideas, justifications, and possible solutions for issues arising at the area. Members of the council have a crucial role in creating the community's vision and determining what has to be done to realize it. According to the Local Government Act 171, Section 2, councillors of the local authority shall be appointed from amongst persons the majority of whom shall be persons ordinarily resident in the local authority area, who in the opinion of the state authority have wide experience in local government affairs, or who have achieved distinctions in any professions, commerce or industry, or are otherwise capable of representing the interests of their communities in the local authority area. The opinions of the people they represent must be understood by council members for them to be successful. Public service delivery is facilitated by infrastructure at the local government level. Infrastructure is required for municipalities and regional districts to offer services including transportation, sewage collection and treatment, rubbish collection and recycling, fire protection, and drinking water. In general, there is a clear link between infrastructure, investment, and regional growth. In emerging nations, there is a great demand for infrastructure investment. In the Local Government Act 171, Section 100V has stated that they have the power to do all the things that necessary for or conducive to the public's in terms of the public safety, health, and also convenience. The councillors protect the interests of the people to avoid council abusing its position or act beyond his autonomy. By offering essential services like hospitals, schools, public transit, and leisure parks, council members are defending the interests of the general public.
This is an analysis of the provision that prevent local government from increasing its effectiveness at the local level can be taken by Section 10. Section 10 is about the councillor. Those individual or this individual will be chosen by the state authority. The state government or the state authority shall appoint council members from among those who, in the opinion of the state authority, have extensive experience in the local government affairs or who have distinguished themselves in any profession, business or industry, or who are otherwise qualified to represent the interests of their communities in the local authority area. There are certain parts of this Section 10 from Act 171 that can prevent local government like councillors from increasing its effectiveness, and our group analysis for how we can stop this. For example, for each council member is 3 years. If this time is prolonged to 4 years, then the initiative they can take may prove to be correct or incorrect. It should be longer than 3 years. It may be demonstrated by result or by demonstrating the council inadequacy for the task. Other than that, if a council member resigns, it is declared ineligible under subsection 34(7) or has his appointment terminated by state authorities, the seat will become vacant. To make this process simpler and more effective, to increase the management capacity and practicality, and to enable continued development or other activities to be carried out even in the absence of council members, the seat needs to be filled as soon as possible, or it can be filled by a person who can do it for a while. This is both more efficient for our country and easier to implement. The interim replacement can also let the new council know what has occurred while the job has been empty, freeing up some of their time and assisting them in being ready for difficulties that lie ahead.
I'm going to present the part analysis in the Local Government Act 171 in Section 11. According to the Local Government Act 171, Section 11 stated that a councillor shall not act in the office of councillor unless he has met and subscribed before a local authority a declaration of acceptance of office in Form A of the first schedule hereto, and such declaration shall be free from stamp duty. This means that unless a councillor signs a declaration form of acceptance from the local authority he attends, he is not permitted to provide any kind of services for the community. Other than that, the council has enacted the code of conduct for each member. The code of conduct represents the organization's legal obligation to maintain and improve high standards of conduct. According to the law, the Minister for Local Government is required to create a code of conduct that defines standards for councillors while carrying out their official duties as elected representative in performing with local government principles. The next part will be Local Government Act 171 in the Section 12. In the Section 12, it stated that no councillor shall be liable to serve as assessor or as juror. The councillor tasked as an elective representative are making a decision, while the task of the assessor are to investigate complaints regarding councillor behavior and evaluate them. They also give councillors recommendation, training, and information on how to deal with corrupted behavior. The councillor must actually use the skill that they do have. Other than that, it will also have an impact on the income of others. Due to the councillor's higher salary, serving as an assessor or juror will lower the other staff's income. The bigger council, which have the financial resources to pay wages for their staff, are not benefited by it.
For Section 13, each local government is a corporate entity that is permitted to engage in a wide range of legal activities including filing lawsuit or being sued and buying, selling and holding a property. Local government should be limited in their ability to take legal action including bringing lawsuit, being sued and purchasing, holding and disposing of a real estate. For instance, it will be difficult for the people if the local government is corrupt. Their jurisdiction should be closely monitored or curtailed, and an organization should be established to oversee their activities and impose penalties on them if they violate the law. For example, that we have now in Malaysia, Suruhanjaya Pencegah Rasuah. We should have more organizations like that that can help us to prevent a corruption.
Councillors are the ones that ensure the local authority system work. Without them, the system will surely fail. Other than that, we will also have to be grateful towards the pioneers that helped create Local Government Act 1971. Despite the act has its pros and cons, it is a blueprint for leaders in running the state and making the state a better place for the citizens. In conclusion, it is undeniable that the Local Government Act 1971 is among the most important act that is ever to exist in our country. Thank you for watching.